Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a major set of updates from Neo SPCC, the core developers behind NeoFS, the S3 gateway, and the NeoGo client for Neo N3. If you're running infrastructure on testnet or building on Neo, you'll definitely want to stick around. First up, let's talk about NeoFS Node version 0.46.0, and this is a big one. The update brings a ton of improvements to performance, reliability, and how accounts interact with the system. Most notably, Neo N3 accounts are now fully supported for container-level operations. That means you can now use N3 addresses to create and delete containers, update ECLs, and sign session or bearer tokens. Also, the old Peapod storage system has been fully deprecated, replaced by the much more efficient S3 engine. This shift reduces system complexity and improves overall storage performance. On top of that, Search v2 is now fully adopted, write caching has been enhanced for better metrics, and a host of race conditions and CLI bugs have been squashed. All in all, a rock-solid release. Next up, the S3 gateway has also received a fresh update with version 0.37.0. One of the major changes here is the way bucket ownership is managed. Previously, ownership settings were handled through extended ACLs approach. This release also restructures metrics collection. Instead of flat counters, request data is now organized into histograms, giving operators better visibility into performance trends. There are some important fixes as well, including one that resolves incorrect ownership of multipart upload metadata, and another that ensures homomorphic hashing is disabled properly on new buckets when it's disabled on the network. If you use the Authmate utility, note that the reset bucket ACL command has been updated to clean up redundant ACL entries. Also, if you're upgrading from version 0.36.1, check the changelog, the peer configuration format has changed. Now let's talk about the big one, NeoGo version 0.109.1, a critical patch for testnet. At block height 5,894,663, a consensus-breaking issue was discovered. It involved how gas generation rules were applied after a council update. NeoGo and the reference CHash node didn't agree on whether those changes took effect immediately or in the next block. This patch brings NeoGo into alignment with the protocol specification, ensuring consistent behavior across implementations. It also fixes another issue where the neotoken.committee changed event was being fired regardless of whether the cockatrice hard fork was active. That's now corrected. And lastly, WebSocket subscription requests are now handled sequentially, helping to eliminate race conditions that were affecting some real-time applications. Important note for testnet node operators: if you're running NeoGo, you'll need to resynchronize your node after applying this patch. But if you want to avoid a full resync, there's a shortcut. You can use the NeoGo db reset command to roll back your node state to block 5,894,662, right before the issue occurred. And just to be clear, this only affects testnet. Mainnet is not affected by this issue. To wrap it up, Neo SPCC is pushing hard on stability, protocol compliance, and better tooling across the Neo stack. Whether you're deploying storage nodes, integrating with S3, or running a NeoGo validator, these updates are worth your attention. Make sure to update your nodes, check change logs, and monitor your metrics after upgrade. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want covered next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.